scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario. The scenario.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Here's the Scenario. I'm one of your hosts, Brendan Sagalow, being joined with me, as always,
Michael Cannon, and also
Mike Feeney.
and we got a great guest for you guys tonight from one of my favorite podcasts, which I forgot the name, which is hilarious. But I'm going to say this because I haven't been able to listen to it because you guys aren't putting out episodes.
We just had a meeting yesterday. It's coming back.
What's it called again?
I don't remember either. That's why we haven't put it out. We don't know how to
Say his name.
James Mattern, everybody.
Thank you,
Big
buddy.
applause.
Thanks
big
for coming
applause.
out.
Thanks for coming out. Yeah, I really am a big...
you're the recipient of a Sagalowian introduction.
That's so terrific. I
Didn't
love
even
it.
mention
Welcome
the
to the-
special that he's here to promote.
Well, he can do that. He can promote it.
You could.
You know, when you can host...
I can host. Thank you.
You-
All right.
Let me finish.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me finish. When you
Oh,
host,
why
you
would
do
I
it
do that?
whatever way you want to. But being
Correct
on a
way.
podcast with me, because you can leave at any fucking time you want,
Love this.
you will now understand that when I'm hosting,
The
it will
curse.
be my way.
And-
okay? And and I'll do it my way. And I'm
Cursing
sick
and all.
of the
You've already cursed. You already cursed.
fucking
Yeah.
criticisms from people who are supposed to be my best friends.
And you started
okay?
the timer. And you started the timer.
And I started the
Can I
fucking
tell you-
timer.
Can I tell you a funny story?
God damn.
Can I tell you a funny story that Brendan told me last night?
Uh-huh.
So before we start, which this isn't what the show is about, this is a hypothetical-based podcast. We do what-if scenarios, would you
Take it
rather,
over.
all that fun stuff.
I was going to do
you,
that.
the Patreon members, you send in the questions, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We'll explain more in a few. Brendan last night told me such a funny story that was like a great insight into us because
yeah,
we were
yeah, yeah.
we were sharing similar stories. So I can't say that he's alone in his irrationality. I also have behaved exactly like this. But Brendan was telling me that, I was talking about my fucking blog that I did like before I even started comedy and how I came out too hot and wrote like a new thing for the first every day for 2 weeks and then just fell asleep for 8 months.
Yeah.
Stopped
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it. And it was like so Tucker Maxian and douchey and misogynistic and insane. And Brendan was talking about this creative writing class.
Yeah, where I was taking a creative writing class at Nassau Community College, and I was also reading a lot of Tucker Max, and the first thing I wrote was like this whole thing where it was like completely misogynistic, and obviously it didn't happen, and I read it, and it was like based off like it's supposed to be real journalism, you know what I mean? This really happened, so
I had a recorder in my pocket
there's
the whole
a
night.
whole element of this. So this woman reads it and she's like, "This is like bad." Like she was actually giving like she was like, "This didn't really happen. How could that?" And I just snapped at her, and she's like, "You can't take criticism." And I'm like, "No, I can take criticism." And then the teacher had to come over and be like, "Is everything okay?" And she was going like, I can't. He's not listening. I can't. He doesn't.
He's holding
take
a knife to my throat.
criticism, and I was like, "Well, it's not real criticism," and I'm still like that to this day.
Yeah, me too.
That being said, I think I'm way better at hosting than when we first started.
I agree.
I am getting good. Get off my fucking back, or I'm gonna be silent this entire episode.
No, I'm already going to do that. So come on.
I thought it was
We
very
need you.
good, Sags. Because,
Thank you.
You might not have executed every line where everyone thought, but your passion and your love, you were so excited
Sure.
to get it out, and you had real passion for the podcast that you forgot the name of. Which but I love it. It's kind of like, so what is your favorite kid? I'm not going to say that, but I forgot his name. Like it's wild. You know that one with the hair.
Favorite
And
guy.
Like an uncle of mine.
You're my favorite guy, Joe James Smith. But I will say that
It was
I
spectacular.
think you have your way, I have my way, and who maybe some of the fans, the people that listen, like my way.
You know what
Okay?
I like? Is that every time, no matter what your way is an argument.
Yeah.
Is no matter what.
Yeah.
It's always, and that I think is what also people.
Yeah,
Yes.
it also seems crazy to me that you don't
Yeah.
see that you doing the hosting and us commenting on it is a large part of the show, is a large part of you hosting.
But at what cost?
At comedy? At comedy's cost?
We also, before we get into the show, which we already have, but we'd like to thank the Baked Shop for sending specifically Mike a bunch of edibles.
I'm not
Yeah.
thanking them for anything.
No, hand delivered.
We'd like
Hand-delivered.
to.
No, why? They
Mike
gave
would
it for
like to
us.
thank you
We're all
guys.
You said
sharing
it was. You just said it was for him.
Well,
No.
it does.
It says they contacted me directly.
Yeah.
We spoke, and I got to look up where they're at exactly because they were nice enough to send a boy on a bicycle all the way down here to deliver this from hundreds of miles away. So, but they said, Mike, congrats on the new special. You killed it. Hopefully you guys enjoy these products. Please let us know what you think. I made sure to include some of our chocolate chip cookie bars in 65 milligrams and 125 milligrams. Hopefully Brendan can keep the crumbs off his white tea.
Another furious narrative.
Another furious
Spreading like
narrative.
wildfire. Spreading like wildfire, like the stains on his white shirt. So
Let's get into some questions. Which, by the way, we give the Patreon people they get to ask the questions first. We read their questions first. So if you want if you have a question that you are dying for us to read, join the Patreon because not only can you do that, but we also got tons of content, exclusive content. We have our own other podcast where it's more relaxed. We smoke about 17 blunts beforehand.
It's Irish Goodbye.
It's
with the three
Irish
of us.
Goodbye with special guest Brendan for every episode. Just like you asked
So
for.
basically Irish Goodbye.
Yeah, the last 6 months.
By the way, it's at the Baked Shop _NY, Finger Lakes, New York, infused bake shop dedicated to bringing everyone high quality edibles.
Hell yeah.
At the Baked Shop _NY. Thank you guys very much. Very
Yeah.
excited to try.
All right,
this
so first question from the Patreon, and if you'd like to join it, patreon.com/scenariopod, comes from Alex the Truck. Would you rather have free parking anywhere, but you have to park legally, and parking isn't easier to find, or have half-priced Uber or Lyft forever? Would you rather have free parking anywhere, but parking is hard to find?
So you just have to show up an hour early everywhere?
Honestly, I
already do that. Like I do, and I end up paying $100 for parking. I got to fucking Sirius this morning, and I was like, oh, that's right. I have to put it in the most expensive lots in New York.
Yeah, there's nowhere to
yeah.
park around
No,
there.
it's brutal.
Oh my god.
Or anywhere in this. This is the biggest layup ever. So I'm scared the rest of them are going to frustrate the fuck out of me, and I'm going to get embarrassed. I haven't driven in 10 years happily. I hope I never drive again when I'm in LA. I'll take public transportation and see people smoking heroin on the train, which happened last time.
No
Whatever.
kidding.
Oh, yeah. 16 years in New York, never seen anyone chase a dragon on a train. Go to fucking, I'm in LA 44 minutes, and it's like, it's insanity.
Wow.
I will happily. Half price Uber. That's basically Christmas every day. Give it to your boy.
That's not too bad
Give
because
it to your boy.
even if it's the most expensive, you're paying what you're normally paying.
What it was supposed to.
But if your normal pay is like $6 now.
If the driver's paying you at that point.
Yeah.
Let's
That
go.
assumes we get Biden out of office and these gas prices level off.
Tell me about it.
I also
But gas prices also affect the other scenario, though, because circling around looking for spots burns
Yeah.
gas.
true, especially if you have the AC on.
This one's tough for me because I think I'm going to go with the Uber thing as well because I don't have any, obviously it's like I've never had any sort of problem parking because it can't be taught, but I am, so I don't know what it's like to be frustrated like that, but it sounds, from everything from knowing Mike, it sounds like hell.
I'm
So
great
I don't-
because of
I don't-
parking.
I don't-
Like this is a direct result
Yeah.
of me circling
Yeah.
McDougal looking
Yeah.
for a fucking.
yeah, I will
Easiest place
say
to park in the city is McDougal.
Yeah, that's why he looked like there's something about Mary with this fucking perfect sweep over.
I will say I've been in obviously the passenger seat of both your cars, and there is significantly less screaming at other people.
Where?
In Feeney's car because I guess
Which is more fun though?
your car.
That's
Well,
right.
it's both really fun.
Yeah.
No.
It's both really fun.
Who allows you to smoke blunts in one of my cars and basically
That's
put it out
true.
on its eyeball?
It's fun for different reasons. It's like different Disney rides. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Feeney,
yeah,
I get
Brendan
to
in
listen
my
to some.
car fucking ashing into a paper bag with kindling in the bottom
Yeah.
of it and being like, this is safe.
Which, by the way, we made an Instagram
On his
thing
on
an
his
Instagram poll.
account. Let's
The poll doesn't work for me. You think that my people are going to be like,
No, that's
on my
the-
side.
I picture your fans not owning shirts. Just all like
The people that truly identify with Brendan.
Yeah.
I'm working very hard to get Instagram on flip phones right now.
they're wearing jeans, like frayed jean shorts and no shirt, with somehow like stains
yeah.
on their skin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
a
they
lot of skin stains.
Like mustard stains,
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
yellowy. That's not coming out.
Oh,
They wear overalls to sleep.
oh, the copper button just fucking digging
Yeah.
your armpit.
But like
well,
the butt flap that
Yeah.
comes out.
yeah, all of Brendan's
I would
fans
love
live in
that,
the
dude.
same holler in Alabama.
Yeah,
I was just saying, you really made it sound like his people live in the Ozark Mountains.
Yeah.
And it's 1942.
Brendan's fans are the Langmores.
So, I just finished it last
Woo,
night.
baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
I just, but yeah, I'm going with the,
I'm going
the Uber Lyft.
Lyft
thing.
Uber, yeah, for sure.
I think I'm free parking for that. I don't care. I'll just show up early.
Yeah.
You'll just do what you do now.
Yeah.
You know
I'll
what
pay
is
thousands in gas per week.
Yeah.
Easy pass parking. You
Stay
name it.
upset.
Yeah, yeah.
Less time with
Yeah.
your son.
I haven't been happy in a month.
So 3 convoys and a mic.
So true.
Voice and a mic. I will say when I am in the passenger seat, what is fun is, have you ever been in somebody's car and they're getting into like road rage with somebody and you're they stop here and look at and scream at the person
Oh, yeah.
across you.
Oh.
So you have to be like,
Oh, so you could just,
you know what's
again,
like,
just say Mike.
You know what's great? No, you can. This is all about me. But this in particular, this rage situation, I did it. I did what I said I would do in the
Yeah.
CRV. I love the CRV because it is a potential. You want to fuck with me? I'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
I'll hit you in my car. I don't care type of car. And it happened today. And somebody hit my car, and I looked at them and I was like, "You're a fucking idiot. I don't care." I just kept going.
they hit your car on purpose?
Yeah, they tried to bust into my lane so much that I just kept going, and they hit my mirror, and I just looked at them and slapped their window, left a nice fucking Rose from Titanic handprint right on it.
Wow.
And was just like,
Wait,
fuck you.
They were on your side?
They were
of
on
the
my-
car?
yeah.
They were so close that you were able to slap the
Yeah.
window?
Yeah, yeah.
And what did they
Wow.
do?
Yeah. They said like, "Oh, we go." Like, I don't know.
Oh,
what
it was
it
an,
was.
it was an
Out the
Uber
window.
driver.
Yeah, it was some woman.
Well, the Uber drivers are the worst. Hilarious.
Man, a lot of feelings came out in that one word, huh?
That's hilarious. 2 things. When you smacked it, did all the anger go? Did you feel like an immense feeling of satisfaction?
I felt awesome.
Yeah, I figured that. Like,
Really?
smacking a
Yeah.
car while you're moving.
I'm telling you, man,
Unbelievable.
I'm having like a tough time batting down old habits in terms of my mental health, in terms of just surfacing rage and just overall unhappiness. So that little palm,
That'd be great.
and I had sweaty hands. So that little like with a slight little
Yeah.
splashback, that was a very satisfying moment in my day.
I figure that's amazing. Also, it does seem like Uber drivers and to a certain extent, cab drivers could care less. I've almost gotten killed so many times walking, not my fault, by Uber drivers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they always, because by the time they hit you or almost hit you, the hand stops that was blinking and they always point, it's
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or they'll point that you had your phone in your hand when it was the white guy and you can walk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You dumb fuck! You almost took a life, and you're gonna wait till 30 seconds later with this
Yeah.
shit.
I see like anger when I see their license plate starts with T now.
That's
Even
all
if they
them,
haven't
right?
done anything to me, I'm like, this is an Uber or a Lyft driver. They're
Yeah.
fucking idiots.
Take them out, rip them out of their car.
Get them out of here.
Yeah.
I sat. I don't think it was an Uber, but it was some douche in a BMW, and he was whipping around, making a turn, trying to beat a light, and he came out of like 2 inches, legitimately 2 to 3 inches away from hitting my kneecap, to the point where I freaked out and like defooted myself, and I just sat on the hood of his car.
Good.
Definitely left some sort of ass dent, and then
Leave
just
that
told him
shit.
to fuck himself and sayonara'd my way out. Awesome.
I kicked the car door once. The guy goes, look at that. I go, when did you start driving? Last week? When it fucking bounces, that means you've got a few seconds, dum-dum. Where the fuck did you come from? And I kicked it, and I went like Fanabla to him. And I go, get your ass moving.
Let's go out there and beat up a driver.
Yeah.
Let's go out onto McDonald's.
Patreon content.
I
we will go
love
out
road
and
rage.
beat
Whole
up.
new rage room.
I hate it for myself. My stepdad, till the day he died, bragged about how much he would make me laugh as a kid. He's dating my mom and be driving me to go swimming or to go watch a wrestling pay-per-view and we'd have ice cream and all this, and all of a sudden someone would just do something slight. He'd be like, yeah, you motherfucker, pull over, bitch. Like he would threaten a guy did pull over once with a bat, and my mom had to grab him and be
It's
like,
like, James,
"Keith,
after you
can't do
stop
this."
shaking, you would love that.
Yeah.
You would absolutely die laughing.
I'd be in the back just going, this is the greatest Saturday night ever. At 10 years
There's
old.
something about being in a car that just makes me go like, yes, once I get out of here, I'll also be surrounded by steel. Once I get out of this car, no matter who I want to get into more fights when I'm driving. So, on that note, why does it get weird? When
Is the world going to end at 11?
It's been weird.
Why
for
is it
minutes.
always weird when I speak?
It's been weird for minutes. You just don't know when to let somebody else fall on it.
You're right. You're right. This one comes from Cerna Style. Here's the scenario: shock comedy.
Oh.
You host a shock comedy show of
Shaka.
4 of your comedian friends whose acts you know. They have to wear shock bracelets around their wrists that you control. Every time you notice them do a go-to joke, act out, impression, etc., you give them a shock. Who's on your show? What's more, at the end, and what's more, at the end of the show, you do a set and they control the electric cuffs.
At the end?
I guess.
First of all,
I
that's
would
the
want to go
worst.
home.
Yeah, I'd like to go first. I'd like
Yeah.
to go first, please. I don't want them to have revenge.
I think that's the point of it.
Don't they didn't they do that? Like, didn't Pater Payne kind of do a version of that?
Oh,
Wasn't there
yeah.
some sort of shock collar comedy?
There was,
there
yeah.
Pater
was.
Payne, if I'm not mistaken, was at the end of the set, the audience would vote yay or nay.
Right.
Kind of like
Caesar.
Caesar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Lisa Ann, if I'm not mistaken, or
Yes.
some dominatrix would go and whip the shit out of
Yeah.
you. If
Yeah.
you was
Now,
A.
for the-
Of course,
for-
everyone's going to bomb.
For the 62 people that didn't go to those
Yeah.
shows, that was a
I'm
that
being
was
generous.
that was a running comedy show in New York. But yeah, there's been other versions of that too. of
See You
some
in
sort
Hell.
Of like, yeah, just some sort of like pain with pleasure kind of comedy. I think we should, instead of being like who we have on the show, just assume it's us on the show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it's like,
I mean,
The
we're
shock-
all dying of, especially me. I'm going to be like fucking.
Brendan just
Charred.
goes, this guy knows what I'm talking about.
yeah.
yeah. You're just going to put it under your chair, like on the on button.
Yeah.
Just
Brendan,
sit on
what's
it.
up, Jews?
Pater Payne, though, was hilarious. I can't believe some people actually like. I saw people like the audience be like, "Gotta give it to him." Yeah.
There was, because there was so. You also have to remember this was a time before bar shows were paying comedians for spots. So many comedians were so desperate to
Desperate.
get any paid
Yeah.
work that because I think it was like $200. It was like a
Yeah.
lot of money if you won, which isn't a lot of money, but it's a lot of money if you're a non-professional
If you're
stand-up
not
2
comic.
years
Top
yeah.
money.
That
Yeah.
feels like you won fucking megabucks.
Yeah, so it's like people were willing to risk
Yeah.
public humiliation and torture online forever.
Sounds like something Jay Leno would do. He's like, let me go up. If I bomb, you get to hit me with a shot collar.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing.
50 on the bar. If I'm not funny, you can keep it. Shut up.
I don't know about that.
Shut
I
up.
don't.
yeah. And you know,
It's
I mean,
terrible.
the Jay
It's terrible, but I like
No,
I would shock collar you for the Jay Leno impression. Is what I'm
Hi,
doing.
I'm
Jay Leno and
I'm
the
retarded.
Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jay Leno, and I'd like to perform comedy. Thank you. Here's $50 if I'm not funny. You can.
What club owner is like, yeah, kid, you were good? Some
Yeah,
of these
but
club
every
owners,
club
especially
owner-
back then, you hear
Yeah.
stories about them being scumbags.
Yeah, but if you kill, it's like it's hard to.
Yeah.
What mic? What stage? Like, where is he?
I'll
why
do it
is this
right
happening?
now.
I honestly
Okay.
think you could still do that in a lot, not in New York City, but I mean maybe in like Broadway. I think there are some clubs that you could. I think there's plenty of road clubs you could absolutely do that in. Be like, like if you're in town, you're like, I want to do a guest spot. Here's 100. You have to be more than 50. Like here's $100. If I don't kill, keep the buddy. And then every club owner, especially the shitty ones, all they care about is money. So
Yeah.
like it's in their best interest to take the bet.
Of course.
And then when you kill, then they're like, okay, come back and now
Yeah.
make me more money.
But even
Or
at-
not. Or
Yeah.
just be like, thanks.
yeah, even like,
yeah.
especially Broadway comedy club, you could kill in that room, and Al would be like, I didn't hear anything.
Well, I mean, I was about to say, to me, this sounds like how Ha Comedy Club started, and I actually killed in front of that guy years ago, and he goes, "I don't see it." I go fuck yourself. Eat your egg sandwich at 2 a.m. Like, but to me, that's the type of things like, you pay me, and if I think you do well, we'll talk.
Yeah, I mean, it's so crazy because I've had that exact thing happen where I've auditioned for somebody and they weren't in the room.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you don't even have to pass me, man. Like,
Yeah.
But you have one fucking job to do. You don't even have to listen. You can put fucking headphones in.
JR
I might not notice that.
JR didn't watch me so much at the comedies at the comic strip. He came up to me after and was like, "Yeah, I already have a Greg Giraldo," and then walked away. And I was like,
I would love
I was
that.
like,
I'd be like, thank you.
"Yeah, but I'm so
Not
not."
for much longer, you don't.
Yeah, I was like, "I'll see you in 8 months."
He wants to, and I'm friends with JR. And when he ended up going to another club and he saw me, he gave me like a hug without saying anything, which was kind of like, "Hey, I fucked up, kid. I should have passed you at the other place years ago." But he came up to me, he goes, "Yeah, you do that crowd work thing, but usually when you do crowd work as your act, you kind of have to have some lines that you can do all the time. They're consistent." I go, "Yeah, that was that whole act." He goes, "Well, we'll see in 6 months."
Hell yeah.
First time I met,
I was like, "That's what I did."
I
Oh,
did that comic strip audition.
The lottery.
Oh,
The
yeah.
lottery.
Did
thing
you
where-
ever wait in line for the number?
No, it was.
That
Did
was
you
a-
do that?
Yeah.
The first
Sanity.
year? Yeah.
It was
I
the
got the
thing.
number, and Patrice had died, thankfully, like 2 weeks before.
Thankfully,
Yeah.
Point to the hat.
Oh,
Point
you
to the
had
hat.
American Idol.
That's the only time. That's the only time I was happy that like someone had gone, because he was like the stories of him just ruining
right.
comedians' lives.
For
week
people that
after
don't
week.
know, the lottery at the strip is not just a regular audition showcase. It's like you're
It's like
auditioning,
American Idol.
but it's an American Idol,
Yeah.
and
They even had fucking smoke machines.
yeah,
I never did
And-
it when they
And
did
it was
that.
a live stream with Charred hosting.
and
This was
yeah.
Ustream before fucking YouTube, before really anything.
yeah.
Crazy that they did that.
Yeah, and the judges were not like, they were all Simon Cowell, basically. Like the whole point of it, it wasn't to audition, it was to
Trash.
Fucked with.
just for them to. And the first time I met JR, he was like, "Okay, welcome to this thing. They're gonna fuck with you. They're just fucking around. Don't blah blah blah." Like that's how he started it. And then I did my act. Boo Central. Bonnie McFarlane said she laughed harder when the second tower fell. And
Wait,
then
who else was the judges?
the judges were
Muhammad
Bonnie.
Atta.
It was Bonnie, Rich, and Artie Lang.
Oh my god.
Artie was my
Wow.
And they all kind of made fun of me and blah blah blah. I mean, there was like they obviously were like, "We don't want you to kill yourself," so like you're funny, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're like, "But you
Please
are
don't put this
funny."
on us.
Yeah, like the
Exactly.
roast battle judges.
Yeah,
Remember this-
yeah.
Oh, it was worse though. I think it was worse because that's actually your act.
Sure.
With roast battle, you're just you just wrote
Yeah.
jokes for this project.
There was that one dude who from roast battle who walked right at the stand. They gave it to him so hard that they legitimately had to go. Like Rich thought he was gonna walk into traffic.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was so dejected and but they were murdering, making fun of him. So everyone
Oh
thought-
yeah. I mean, the guy who won it because if you won it, you get like a couple of weekend spots.
No, you
Shit.
get late night.
Oh, that's cool.
That's yeah.
The guy who won it opened up with making fun of me. He opened it.
Wow,
by saying,
you alley oop the winner. Good
yeah,
for you.
Sure. I got off and I went. I was like, I thought that was cool. I was like, oh man, they really roasted me. Like that's so cool. Artie Lang roasted me. I'm such a big fan. Being a fan.
You said that on stage? Or?
No, off.
Okay.
To
everyone who will
to
listen.
everybody, to anyone that would listen. Yeah, just hiding back. These are tears of I liked that.
Yeah.
And then the guy who won went up, and he was just like, yeah, that one of the guys back there is talking about how great it was that Artie Lang. And he started doing.
Oh, what a narc.
What an asshole! And it killed. He killed. Everybody
Who
loved
was
him.
it?
Where's he now?
It was this guy, Brendan Scott, I think was his name. Or
McFadden?
Brandon Scott?
some maybe Brendan Scott Wolf.
Oh, I know that dude.
Remember that
yeah,
guy?
that's
Yeah, I'm
funny.
sure he was hilarious. Yeah, I mean, like I
Can you pull up a picture of
probably
Nicole?
me now wouldn't do that, but when like a couple years ago, I would have 100% done.
I mean, outing somebody in the back.
Rough.
Yeah.
That is very.
That guy?
That is
I
like.
don't know. He had long
cutthroat, dude.
hair when he did it. I haven't seen him.
Look
Yeah,
at
I
that
mean,
picture at the bottom. Holy shit.
That is that is ruthless.
Yeah,
He's like the
ruthless.
Russian-
Ruthless. I respect it.
Yeah,
Looks like the Russian conspiracy theory guy from Stranger Things.
Yes, he does. Yeah, H. John Benjamin or whatever.
Yeah.
Jim Norton told me he was like, I opened with a rape joke, of course. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like Johnny Edgelord. And
And the whole time you're doing it, you're looking at Jim. So I was at this party and
That's really good.
just making deep eye contact with him. He has no recollection of this, or he does, and he's like not paying, like just
Doing you a
acting
huge
like
favor.
Yeah. He told me I looked like he was like I didn't expect Dane Cook with Down syndrome to open with a rape joke,
That's
and
so
it just
funny,
hit
dude.
so hard. And then Artie actually was like complimentary while nodding off, and then DF Sweedler was like I don't see it, and I was like I literally said I was like well Earthworm Jim, I've read both of their fucking books.
Yeah.
And you host Tuesday open mic, suck my dick. I literally said something like
that
crazy.
kill?
It destroyed.
Oh my
and then
God.
JR was just like, no. That was it. I just didn't get past.
Mine,
Who won yours?
because mine had just because he had just died. They were still doing the auditions, but they didn't. They were like, I got there, and they were like, we're not doing the panel this
Yeah.
time. So it was literally just JR, and he was like,
Respect.
That's the best.
Here's what
I wish Rich died.
no, because here was mine. Here's what happened on mine.
You and Bonnie.
I walked. I was there, and then they had the list printed out, and then I'm pretty sure it was Adrian Appalucci, like walked in and was like, "Hey, everybody!" Like finger gunning everyone new, and they were like, "Adrian," they're like, "Oh, we'll put you on the list." They like penciled her in, and she got passed. And then I had my set, and I had a pretty great set I remember having at the time. And he was like, "You did well. You did really good. It was funny, but I'm not passing you." And he's like, we're passing Adrian. And I was like, "Oh, but both?" Like,
Yeah, why not both?
She's
though?
not in the competition. She clearly knows everyone here and
Yeah.
is already working. So like she was always going to work here. It seems.
Yeah, Adrian works here all the time.
Yeah, it seems crazy. It's an either or situation.
She's
but
actually on Last Comic
Yeah.
Standing right
that's
now.
the last.
Wait, put it on.
And I think I've been to the strip like 4 times since that day.
Yeah, I heard it's killer on the weekends. But also, I just remembered.
So is LOL.
I just remembered when
It's like,
after the guy won for making fun of me for being like Artie Lang, blah, blah, blah," I was waiting outside the strip to like say hi to these guys, and Artie comes out, and I was like, "Hey man, thank you so much for like I did that," and he doesn't break a stride, keeps walking, and just laughs at me. So it's like the Artie Lang walking away laugh. He was like, "Sure." I like heard
it's
it
his
down the.
cackle fading into the
Yeah.
distance, into
Does
the
look like hackle.
Manhattan night.
Let's get into another question here. This one comes from My Couch Pulls Out, I Don't. Would you rather
I don't understand that.
I do.
My Couch Pulls
That's
Out, I
great.
don't?
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. Pull out cat.
Would you rather fight Mike Tyson in his prime
No.
or be
Whatever it is.
honestly? Also no, and I know what it is. Or be married to Amber Heard for 7 years and never be allowed to have sex or blowjobs, but never said nothing about a hand job. And I love a hand.
And also, you could get some
Wow.
pretty good stories out of that.
Yeah.
I'll take Amber Heard's psychotic ride
Instead
at
of
Disney
yeah.
World.
Even if it's just platonic, we're just hanging out and talking, and
Yeah.
she just like all of a sudden shark eyes.
Yeah, her head starts spinning.
Says her secrets.
She has friends. There's a reason people,
Does
she's-
she?
I don't know. I was thinking about this today. I was like,
Oh.
she's got to have like a cool side.
So
Like a
Gotta be a
pillow?
reason Johnny Depp married her.
Yeah, left
Yeah,
a long
like a
time
pillow.
partner.
so
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah.
So if Mike beats your ass,
Yeah.
it's gonna be one punch and you're done. You're probably done. So you're gonna get knocked out. You're gonna
But
wake up.
dead?
What's that?
But dead.
You
you
saw
think
the
I'd kill
video.
you?
You saw the video
Mike
of that.
Tyson?
You saw the video that is going around of the ex-boxer, that ex-British heavyweight champion boxer that now works security at like a stadium or whatever. And there was some dude mouthing off and trying to like fight everybody. And he starts like swinging on dudes. And then he like goes to leave and the ex-fighter's there. And the dude like walks up to him and the dude just literally goes like this. And the man just sleeps before he hits the ground, slams his head back, and is just like for the video ends after an additional probably 45 to 50 seconds of them like trying to wake the guy up, and he is out cold.
Pull it up, Nicole.
You know what I like about that video too is that his friend, his like Irish friend, was like talking mad shit and being like, "Don't," like going up to there was like this little security guard that was like touching him, and he that's what he did. He went, "Don't touch my friend." Like he's like, "Don't touch him," like starting a fight with this like little security guard. And then when his that buddy got knocked out, he was like, his eyebrows went from like this to like permanently.
Yeah, and he was like, "Why did you do that? That was unnecessary. It was uncalled for."
Even though he was starting the fight.
Yeah.
You know?
They had to throw the dude out. But anyway.
But you wake up from
not
that.
Mike
But
Tyson.
that being said, Amber, if you're with Amber for 7 years, but you can't have sex or nothing, dude. And then this is now, right? The scenario is after everything you know.
Yeah.
You'd get so much pussy just saying that you're married to Amber Heard now, but I
7
can't
years.
bang her.
True.
They would come. They'd want to hear the story.
And also, it doesn't say
Touchdown.
you can't have sex with other people.
Yeah.
It says you can't have sex with Amber
But
Heard.
also,
That's fine.
can you go down on her? Because I'll do that for 7 years.
And jerk off while you do it?
Yeah, why not?
I would do that.
I'd let her sit
And
on
write
my
a
face and
deposition?
just pump myself.
Oh,
out.
I just said that word so wrong. Please forgive me. Deposition. I have a degree and I stepped over you. I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's great.
And I
Sorry,
said the word
I was
so
thinking
bad.
too much about what that would be like. So I'm
Yeah,
glad.
I think.
Yes.
Oh, this is
Here's the video. So,
Okay.
guy with a.
fast forwarded
Which is
more
the
though,
good
'cause
guy?
It's like go like 30
Which is the
seconds
good
in.
guy?
The bad
Who
guy
am
is
I
the guy
rooting
in the
for?
Who's
blue
Captain
hat.
America?
Now watch. Now watch. Now ready? Yeah, let it play.
Yeah, look how little that security guy.
Yeah, and he's saying, "Don't fucking touch."
That's,
me."
Yeah.
that's
Look at this
security. The
exact-
blue
See the
guy
guy
is
in
security.
the blue? No, the blue
The
hat's
blue-
the instigator. He's literally shoving and
Okay.
trying to fight every single person in here.
Yeah.
They shoo him out. They shoo him out. They go, keep going, and he's
What
like,
did
"I'll
Eminem
fucking
say?
fight you
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
I'll kill you
I mean,
all.
He's also wearing a
I'll kill
fanny
you
pack,
all."
which is hilarious.
And then, look,
oh,
and then,
what is he? And then and this
and
guy's
then,
like, "Stay away."
and then,
Oh.
bye and dead. Bye and dead.
Can you rewind that? I want to see Contact again because that.
Yeah,
Yo.
that felt good to watch.
That dude looks like one of the security guys for the VU, man.
Yeah, he does. That actually like finished my Amber Heard fantasy.
And-
yeah, I'd rather
to it,
watch
listen to it.
be married to this for 7 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a dream.
just
check.
one shot. Now watch him walk away, and then, dude,
Oh,
just
yeah.
they can't get him. Like, there is no video of him waking up.
Don't swallow your tongue, fella.
Look, he's just out.
I love the guy that's like, "Why did you do this to my friend?"
Look at
You
him, dude. They're
saw
trying to, like,
why.
Yeah,
turn him.
he just punched somebody of his own, right? Didn't he just hit somebody? That guy.
Yeah,
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 he hit a
Like,
bunch
why
of people
Why would he not?
yeah. Look at this guy.
because he was saying like he was gone, like he was like finally leaving.
So what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gots to pay the bill.
yeah, dude.
This white
That's
dude
the
looks like the
fucking-
villain from Hustle. I don't know if you guys watch Hustle.
I
He looks like
haven't
the
yet.
owner.
I
The
can't
shitty
wait.
owner, yeah.
I've been looking for a night.
All right, this next question comes from Anthony Connolly. What's up, guys? What's up? If you could go back and change what's this word? Sound it out.
Is it Deposition?
No.
What is
so I
this?
just
Anthony
created-
Connolly. What's up, guys? If you could go back and change a benign
Benign.
event-
Benign's a tricky word.
Yep. A benign event in history to boost your own prestige. What would you do and what would you hope to gain? For example, you can go back and put your face between Will Smith's hand and Chris Rock's face. Then you're a made man with Chris and his inner circle.
You'd also be on the Oscars, and
Getting
it would probably
piped
help
out.
your fucking. Yeah. Probably help your career though.
It would be hilarious to do a fucking secret security, just Secret Service dive and
Yeah.
catch the slap and absorb it.
Yeah.
That would be the
and
move.
then
That'd be iconic.
and then
Yeah.
while
yeah.
Will Smith is looking.
I'd be on every T-shirt in America.
Yeah.
I'm taking his. Let's all take his.
Yeah, I'm gonna convoy on that, but so funny you.
We're like, James, you too.
All right, good. As long as I don't have to speak English anymore.
Yeah, I would love to just jump and save Chris Rock, and then when Chris is like, "What?" I go, "Jordan sent me."
So this is any situation in history.
Any benign event. So
I
you
was-
can't like stop JFK's assassination,
But
something like
chill.
that.
But you can stop like
What about
Janet Jackson's titty.
That's exactly.
Can I stop Magic Johnson from going into orgies
No.
in the 90s?
No.
Can you stop the
know
Chappelle
why, no.
attack?
What do you mean? Oh,
Is that benign?
yeah.
The
Since
what
he
attack?
didn't the Chappelle attack?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the definition of benign.
Then I would do that because that's a lot of road work for old.
You think
Mikey
so?
Keene. Oh, dude, if you stop Chappelle's attacker before he gets you, and he's like, I got all these security, man.
Yeah.
It takes a little white guy to
See,
get over here. Let's
think,
smoke a blunt.
I think
That's
Chappelle
right.
would look at you and be like, "We're still not even."
Yeah.
Just walk away.
I honestly think he would be like, oh, thanks, and then like do nothing to help you.
Only one way to find out. Fire up that time machine.
Fire up the time machine is cool. What's like the perfect time machine?
Dude, that would also have driven people crazy to see a white man stop a person of color from attacking another person of color. There's definitely people that would have been like, dude, why does a white guy got to intervene? Just let them fucking settle it out. Dude. This has nothing to
You're
do
not
with
it's
you.
very
in the
Michelle Pfeiffer
conversation.
of you.
Yeah.
Dangerous mind.
I'll be the coolio.
Can I do this? Can I keep Larry Bird from paving his own driveway in the 80s, and then his back never goes back, and the Celtics get 3 more titles in the 80s? Fuck you, Lakers.
What a great
Sorry.
one.
Sorry.
That's a
I just
great
scared
one.
Feeney. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
No, of course
Larry
you
Bird
don't.
fucked up his own back because he's such a hillbilly. He had to pave his own back, and he's so cheap, legendary cheap, he wasn't going to pay anyone.
Yeah.
So he does it.
paved his own driveway and
fucked up
caused
his back.
himself irreparable damage to his back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it shortened his career by like 6 years.
And I think he did in like 85. They win in 86. Never win again. They go to the finals 87.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
That is good, yeah.
That's a good answer.
Am I doing all right on this show?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Try my damn.
You're doing so great. I think you should plug your podcast and your special and your road dates if you got any.
Well, my podcast, I don't remember.
Doing
Second. Dude, so I have like a documentary / special called The Check Spot. We also call it a comedy experiment. I'm very proud of it. It's called James Mattern, The Check Spot. It is my love letter to the worst part of the comedy show when no one pays attention, when they're paying their bills. It's usual death for the young comics or the host, and it's an unnecessary evil at a lot of clubs. And I decided to film 2 sets in black and white. It looks like
Hell
Jim
yeah.
Jarmusch.
Looks cool.
It's very cool.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Now, how did you,
You're
how
in
did
it,
you
too.
do that?
Yes.
How did you?
Well, that I found out from the poster.
Yeah. Well, I tell Nick, I'm like, Nick, guys are in it for like 8 seconds. You're gonna be, he goes, we can't just like put them in that. It makes it look like everyone has a bigger role. And he's like, yeah, but we want it to look like a movie. They're also in it. All right, Nick, I'm not gonna hook you.
All right.
So how many different
thank
check
you.
spots did you film?
4. I initially recorded a bunch before the pandemic just for audio. And then we had about 21 minutes. It was pretty good, pieced together. And my record label at the time wasn't gonna put it out. And I fought for like 8 months. They ended up being real cool. And they're like, you can leave, or you can take it somewhere else. And then I went to the guys in New York, Emilio and Scott, and they're like, cool, we'll put it out, but why don't we just opened? Why don't you just record a whole weekend of Check Spot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did 4 of them that week, and we Frankensteined the album, and then wanted it to be somewhat different with the film version. And I really like the 2 that we chose. The 2 we chose, I think, really shows me struggling at times, doing well at times, awkwardness. There's callbacks.
Yeah, it's really
You
cool.
get to see the whole thing. Thank you. my boy.
I watched a little bit of it at your premiere, and I was thinking when I was watching it, I was like, if this is something that I would love as a young comic. Like, I would watch that like religiously.
Yeah.
that would be like in the rotation of like I Am Comic and Comedian, the Seinfeld thing, and like that. That I would just, because you also have like interviews and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really funny and stuff, and you get to like see like the tight New York comedy club. It's very cool.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I'm glad it's out.
Great compliment.
It's great.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Mike, you are hilarious at it. There's like,
Oh, good.
There's like a glass that falls, and you just go, "Great to be back."
Yeah. When
It's like our second or third weekend
yeah.
we're open.
Yeah. When we were
Oh,
at
yeah.
New York,
You did ask me if I would.
that
be in it.
killed.
Yeah.
That's right.
I didn't-
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't-
I
Yeah,
did good.
that killed at the premiere too.
Can I get a clip?
Whatever you need.
What do you guys got?
I am going to be at the Borgata July
There it is.
1st through the 6th in Atlantic City.
You're gonna miss the 4th of July. You're gonna be
Am
at
I?
the
Or
Borgata.
am I going to be on the beach watching the fireworks from the
Hell yeah,
Ooh,
dude.
that'd be
That
pretty
sounds
fun.
awesome.
Later on in July 21st through the 24th, I will be at Side Splitters. Come out to that. Get tickets. They're on sale right now. You can also go Comics Mohegan Sun coming up at the end of August 18th to the 20th with Sag Daddy to God will be there as
Hell
well.
yeah.
Cho, cho, cho.
September 9th, 10th, and 11th, or is it just the 9th and 10th?
10th and 11th.
10th and 11th, we are going to be at the Vulcan in Austin.
Oh,
the
yeah,
three of
baby.
us
Yep.
doing
Good job, boy.
stand-up, doing a podcast. Tickets have just gone on sale. There's a pre-sale code. It's probably on full sale now, but use the code HTS and buy your tickets immediately. And then I'll also be at Skankfest. But, go to my YouTube page and go. All the links I think are in. Are the links to stuff usually in the episode description, Nicole?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can find all that stuff there.
That's awesome.
Twitch.tv/NYFreshmaker and watch and share my videos. Thanks.
You guys are all going to be at Skankfest?
Yeah.
Guess who else is there?
You?
You're going?
Can you believe this?
Goddamn right.
Of course I
This is
can.
going to be great.
Julie's going too?
Shuli's going.
You're going?
I'm going.
Hell yeah,
It's
dude.
my hometown.
I love
you
that.
motherfuckers gonna have to go to Expectation. Oh no, that's my.
Yeah.
You got to go to Egg and I with me.
Yeah.
Watch my special, White Privilege Homeless, on YouTube. Mike Cannon Comedy. Thank you so much for everybody that's watching, sharing it around, putting it up on Instagram stories, all that shit. It means the world. I'm getting a ton of messages even still, and it's very cool. Appreciate that. Just was in Tampa. Feeney's going to have a damn good time because we have a ton of listeners down there,
Hell
and
yeah.
you guys are the shit. You came out even though fucking the Lightning were playing the Rangers in crucial Stanley Cup playoff games.
Wow.
That's insane
Yeah.
because everybody that's not from Tampa is from
Yeah.
New York. So it's like a double dip suck my dick weekend.
Wow.
But people showed out and it was really great. So thank you. But it ended up being really great. 7 shows in 4 days. I was hallucinating by the end of it. But
I
it
just
was
sent
awesome.
them an email. So
They're the
I'll-
best. BT is the man. And July 10th, going to be in Philly with Casey Balsham. We are co-headlining City Winery, Philadelphia. August 12th through the 13th, I'm in Boston at Laugh Boston. Very excited for that. August 25th through the 27th, I'm in Batavia, Illinois at the Comedy Vault. Then, like Feeney said, the 9th through the 10th. Oh, it is 3 days. Austin, Texas, or 2 days. Austin, Texas, Vulcan Gas Company. And then later that month, Levittown, New York. I'll be in Chicago again in November, doing Rosemont and downtown. More dates coming in. And I'll announce now, my crowdwork special is coming out 7/10, July 10th. 2 specials in like 2 months. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm oversaturating the market. Too much canon. I completely understand. I can't wait to release this so I can fade into the background for as long as humanly possible and just post clips.
And check out twitch.tv/sextoriches. I just got Elden Ring, so watch that. It's very funny because it's very hard, and I'm also stupid. So it's a very fun thing to watch. And if you're going to be in Canada, I will be at the Royal Comedy Theater with Katie Boyle.
Theater.
We are doing a co-headlining
Great.
thing, 12th and the 13th. And then the next weekend, I am with Michael T. Feeney at Comics Mohegan Sun.
Is it called a blotchy night of comedy?
Is it a
With Kate- with Kate Boyle?
Yeah, we're actually
Yeah.
doing it in tanning booths.
It's the
Like
rosacea
that,
hour.
the blue light.
Now you're talking. I don't know what he's talking about with
No.
tanning boots.
Hey man,
Not
Exact
right.
opposite.
you got to shoot to shoot, and if you don't, you miss. That's what I know. So yeah, support the boys and follow us on everything. Let's get
Yeah.
back to some questions.
Patreon.
Oh yeah, and check out the Patreon, patreon.com/scenariopod. I just shot another music video.
Oh.
and it's going to be up there. And
I like how you're saying it like,
well, now
I
I'm like-
guess I shot it.
No,
And something
you know
just
the
happened
thing
to me.
nobody's asking for. I guess I'll do it again.
Unless you guys don't like it.
Well, because I refuse to let Brendan's rap career die. So I asked him to write a weed anthem.
I try to get out, they pull me back in.
A weed anthem for the weed crowdwork special. Again, I'm on edibles for the
Yeah.
goddamn thing. It's an hour long. I don't know if that's terrible
weed
or not,
anthem.
but yeah, Brendan is.
Shags, give us one line.
Oh,
I
One
don't-
line,
I don't know
like
if I
teaser
wanna hear
line.
him, though.
I want to hear, no, not like I just want, without acapella, just give me one weed anthem line. A
What do you
little
mean?
taste. Give me a taste. Give me a taste.
Of
Give me
what
a
I
Well,
wrote?
he also said he doesn't want it to be an anthem.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what makes an anthem.
Anthem is like Cinderella Man or like a get
Yeah.
your motherfucking hand
Yeah,
up.
no, it's not like that
It's
at
not
all.
that.
It's more
More
just
of
like
a-
a song about
But
weed.
give me it.
But also, Smoke 2 Joints is kind of a weed anthem, and that's more or less what I meant. Like
all
kind
of their
a
songs
chill-
are
Well, here's just
are
one.
anthems.
I wrote,
rhymes.
I've been smoking too much weed lately, stately pounds innately found in big amounts, running around my girlfriend's house with blunts in mouth, a BK crown, screaming out, I'm the Duchess of Dutches, can't touch me now. Then I eat some munchkins for munchies until the sun goes down.
Wow.
I mean, that is fantastic. I
Let's
don't know.
go.
I don't know.
Watch the special just for that.
I don't
Just to
know.
let it
I
run.
don't know why or how you become this prolific writer.
Word Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, word, dude, I knew what
The
you were
man-
going to say. That's why I
the
sprayed
man-
water everywhere.
The man can't introduce his own podcast.
He's
And-
got jello in his mouth
you just-
24/7.
You
if I
just-
have time
you
to
just said
think, it
not
comes out
only-
really good.
Rap is his Adderall.
Yeah.
He like snaps into a
You
fucking
not only
flow
didn't
state.
flub a word, even though you're reading it, but just to write it that way, the Duchess of Duchess and all that kind of a stuff, saying all that is so good, and it's crazy.
It's
good.
pathetic.
It's
Yeah.
because I kind of don't care about it. You know what I
Can
mean?
you
exactly,
not
yeah,
care
that's the
about
key.
stand-up more than?
Oh, I love it so much. I can't. This one comes from Peppy LaFume. Sorry, I'm internalizing that. This next question comes from Peppy LaFume.
Lefty?
They ask, how would you rather die? Elemental edition: fire, water, electricity, or earth? Buried alive. How would you rather die?
Fire, water,
Fire.
or earth?
Fire, water, electricity, or earth?
What does that mean? Die of Earth?
Like the fall.
Buried alive. No.
Oh no!
Oh.
That's the worst.
Well, I guess buried alive or
to your death
falling.
and just hitting the ground.
Water and
Hitting
buried
Earth.
alive are the worst.
Yeah, right? Hitting Earth.
Deep impact, Earth.
Doesn't that make sense?
I just assumed like I don't know what buried alive is absolutely the worst way, and I would
Drowning's
never
not
choose
good
that.
either. Yeah.
Drowning's not good. But
Drowning's no good.
you know what everyone says? Everyone says dying in a fire isn't as bad as you think because you pass
People
out.
that have lived from
Yeah.
dying through fire.
You pass out pretty immediately from the
Smoke.
smoke inhalation and from the incredible pain that you're in.
yeah.
You're
as long as you die.
you're panicking. That's the problem with drowning is that it's the panic
Yes.
of like when I picture drowning too, I picture like being under the ice, like trying
Oh
to
my
be like
God.
there's
Yeah,
that
nothing but
makes
ice.
that makes you lose your oxygen faster, being like, oh no, it's
Yeah.
not like I gotta swim to the surface.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I don't even know where
I'm
the next
panicking
surface
right
is.
here, dude.
I'm wasting so much energy trying to like punch through a
God.
foot of ice,
Yeah.
and I'm cold, and it's like trying to swim through hard water when it's so thick and cold like that.
Descriptive.
What?
Electricity's the answer, boys.
Why?
Electrocuted, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're because this, and you're out.
I don't know.
No, there's
Some
some of
of
those
them,
people
yeah.
who get like shocked for like 7
Yeah,
full
some
minutes.
people just love it.
Oh, that could be bad. That's bad. I just said it could be bad.
Well, yeah,
They're like-
They're all
it
bad.
could go wrong.
They're all bad.
Here's
I
the
want
argument
her.
that for fire is don't your nerves die right away? Don't you not kind of feel it?
Here's the thing. I don't want to. I'm not trying to share his story, but I have a buddy who burned the majority of his body, and
Yeah.
he said he felt every.
Oh,
He didn't die from it. That's his problem.
that is.
Now-
you got to commit.
I always said that
Hey,
to
that's
him.
the problem.
You
You
should
got
be
it.
dead.
Yeah.
yeah.
But-
But buried
That's
alive,
the
I can't
problem.
believe you would pick that. Just
No, I
suffocating
want-
and trying to get out and
No.
confined space.
You're doing the fucking
five-finger
Kill
Kill Bill
Yeah,
punch.
Uma Thurman.
And it's just, and then, here's
that's
what
a good
sucks
idea.
about that part too, is not only when you're doing that, and then the dirt's falling on your
Yeah.
face, you're like,
Yeah, you get greeted
Ah.
with 6 feet of fucking dirt.
and that's like hundreds and hundreds of pounds of crushing on top of you. So even if you do break through that, you have to paddle out upwards against 600 pounds against gravity. You have to shimmy
Paddle
out
down.
you have to shimmy out of a tiny little hole in a coffin while going up through weight. It's like, I mean,
I'm
You know
my
in your
heart
nose,
is beating
you
so
You know,
fast
dude,
right
do you
now.
know what my political platform just became? Is that I think every American should have a cyanide pill. Like just one pill to be able to get themselves out of situations like that. If it ever becomes
Oh.
maybe I'm going to die or whatever, just some off button.
That's-
that a chip
what
in
you're
your head
lobbying?
or whatever. Yeah, just a get out of jail quick
Yeah.
quick button where you could just press it and
That's
Well,
amazing.
yeah.
you're just dead on the spot.
Oh my God.
Buried alive scares the fuck out of me so much.
Yeah.
I wake up from those
I
nightmares
might
like
pick
this.
the electricity
Oh.
too, just because it's like once you're already being shocked, it's like you can't get more wet than wet. You can't get more shocked than shocked. It's
Yeah.
like if I'm already
You can't
all
even let
seized
go.
up, yeah, you get that tense
Yeah.
thing where it's like every muscle is like locked.
Yeah.
You go,
It
that's
probably feels exactly like being on fire
maybe.
because you're burning
yeah.
from the inside.
Yeah.
But with fire, so if you're burning outside, you're seeing it. And so the optics, kind of like what you were saying with
For
drown.
as long as your eyes work.
But you're seeing each, but that's a valid point. I think with
Can my eyes get burned
electricity,
first?
you will be, if you're getting electrocuted, it'll be so painful. Even if it goes on for a while, you'll be like, oh my God, eventually this will stop and I'll die. Like,
Yeah.
the light at the end of the tunnel, no pun intended, is I'm going to die at that point.
Yeah.
You'll be welcoming death at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
fire,
true.
there's a chance you survive.
What do you think charred eyes smells like? Like
Oh my
jelly?
God. Charred Eyes sounds like a song from the 80s.
You got
By,
Look at me with those charred eyes.
It's a Rick Astley B-side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never gonna char those eyes.
All right, this next question comes from
The dumbest thing ever come out of my mouth.
Cerna style. And I think this is I mean we can all answer it, but it might just be for our guest James here. But would you rather 6-hour flight? Would you rather spend a 6-hour flight seated next to Sagalo, Feeney, or Cannon? Choose wisely because all of our feelings are
I don't
on the
think,
line.
I think
on the line.
I don't think it's so because I think for you would what I would think of, and I would pick me because I'm taking up the least amount of physical room. So if it's just a stranger sitting next to you, it has nothing to do with personality or anything else. You just want the most space possible, and to maximize the most space, pick the skinniest guy.
Yeah.
That's what I would.
And you'll have stuff to talk about.
No, I have my headphones on. I'm not talking to anybody.
No.
But if you're with yourself,
I'm also a good neighbor too.
But Brendan is a heated memory foam mattress.
Yeah, dude.
I do allow
He
people to like
radiates heat.
lean on.
Yeah.
like,
He
fall asleep
radiates
on
heat.
me.
No, but
Yeah.
you don't want that. He's saying
Oh.
it wasn't a
Oh, I do.
compliment.
That was a
He
compliment.
was
You
calling
wanted,
me a
you
my
wanted
pillow.
You want a hot
I love hot
neighbor of
mattresses.
breathing
Yeah.
on you?
Yeah.
No, I
well, then I'll
actually-
turn the air on.
Oh yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
Like
Mike
this,
actually
from a
doesn't
distance.
buy one
I like
of
how
those
they're
neck
putting those.
things.
They're putting those further and further away. It's like this.
Yeah, yeah.
A good 8 feet from
Oh,
where
it's so far away.
it couldn't be
Why
further.
is that?
Yeah, you're like my hand's stretching. My skeleton's going through my fingers trying to get this fucking thing.
You're so stupid.
I say a lot of things that when you're on your drive back home, you're like, that was funny.
You have the timing of Captain Hook's watch.
I love you, baby.
So what would you? The alligator's coming.
Wait, my pick. I really, in front of you three guys, I have to pick between you, Cannon, and Sagalo. I'm going to still stick with electrocution. I'm going to go with that. As my choice. All right, so here's the thing. So I've known Mike the longest, so I'm probably more comfortable with Cannon
Yeah.
because I've just been friends longer. But all right, so we're going to do a 6-hour flight. So let's break this down. I am going to need to sleep at some point. I've been in a car ride with Mike Feeney, and this motherfucker woke me up just to tell me some story about the Yankees.
I think
Do you realize that pitching is important? I need to fucking sleep.
was that the one where I was driving?
No, you were not.
Because if I was driving,
He was
Eric
driving.
Aspero was driving. I was driving. I'm trying to electrocute myself. Aspero was driving. I was in the back seat, and I.
oh
just
yeah,
wasn't-
we were on like a 4.5-hour
Yeah, you
ride.
can talk to the driver, motherfucker. Let me sleep
Yeah,
in the
we
back.
ran out. We ran out of
wa-
stuff to talk about, so we're like, James. She brake checked a couple times.
She didn't
was
break
it?
check.
Eric
She knows
Aspero.
to let
Oh,
the,
she's
she knows
the
to let an Italian
great.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's rude to sleep in someone's car when they're giving you a ride. Ian has done this before.
Oh,
That is
if you're
rude.
in the
It is
back
very
seat,
rude.
if you're in
I
the
don't
back-
care.
Tell that to Phil Duckett on our
Yeah.
19-hour
I think you
voyage
told me to
wherever
sleep.
the fuck.
I think
And
you
he was-
told me to sleep when I rode with you and Spence.
Yeah, but he never means
Oh,
it,
well,
and none of us
Spence
ever
was
did.
blackout drunk and having a good time in the passenger
yeah.
seat.
I was opening for Matt Richards somewhere, and he fell asleep in the city. We were still in the city.
Lewis does that. Used to
I'm
do
sorry.
that
Back
too.
seat is green light. If you're in the back seat,
I don't think any seats allowed.
especially if you're headlining. I was headlining that trip.
It depends how long.
true.
It depends how long the drive is.
Oh, okay, Mr. Rulemaker.
Yeah,
you
4
get
hours.
20 minutes.
4
you
hours.
get a 20-minute
4 hours or
nap.
less, you stay at away.
Okay,
If
Octavius.
we're driving to where you guys did an 18-hour thing, someone's gonna have to take a nap.
That was
at some
6.
point.
It was 6.
6.
6 hours to Richmond, Virginia.
Let people rest.
I mean,
These are
he
tough
fell asleep for 5.5. So, I ended
most
up
sleep you
listening
probably got
to
for the
9
week.
of
There's
my
also
favorite
nothing
podcasts.
worse than when you want to go to sleep in a car and you know that you can't.
And the person
Tough.
next to you is sleeping.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I hate not being able
Someone
to
has to stay awake when someone's driving. That's the rule.
But no one has to stay awake when we're on a plane.
Okay,
True.
but I still think that you would keep me up. I
I would check in.
I feel like I would annoy Mike. I feel like Mike is someone who would want to sleep and want to relax more,
Going.
and
Hey,
would
I used to-
has a lot going on, especially with the child that he'll need his rest. So if I want to talk, I would feel weird and I feel like Mike will need a space. I feel like Sags might be who I've done the least with out of the three of you socially.
traveling.
Trust.
Socially, just
Yeah.
hang out the least. I feel Sags in the airplane.
You are an anomaly, dude.
Why?
You
Because
are
you
the
got
most
offended.
sensitive man on earth.
You thought I was offended by that?
Yo, look at your face.
I didn't mean it. No, I
Right
didn't.
away,
the
of
tape.
course you didn't mean it because it wasn't insulting.
No,
but he
yeah.
somehow
You are
took it
okay.
as
All I
You're
said was
okay.
like,
Never lose
You're
faith
my friend
in
and
yourself.
I love you. We haven't hung out as much. I've gone to concerts with this kid.
so what do you say?
I'm so glad you were
I'm
also.
saying
what do you
I
think?
think you're the.
yeah,
I'm choosing you, sweetheart.
guys are happy.
Should I get closer to you and hug you? I'll do whatever makes you feel better.
No, I don't care. I usually sleep on planes, but
No, I
I wouldn't want to sit next to me either.
No, I
Yes,
I
that's
think
what
you're
I'm
gonna mind
saying.
your own business and sleep. But
Yeah.
I feel like when you're up, if I have a hot take, like, look at this dum-dum's hat in the third row, you'd be like, oh yeah, that guy's a real. Like,
yeah,
feel like-
I will talk.
I feel you'll be.
you wanna
And if
talk.
I'm like, hey, do you want to get a vodka soda? You're gonna go, fuck yeah.
Doesn't drink anymore.
If
I'll drink with you.
if I want to, yeah.
I'll watch you.
Guess what are you
That
gonna
is
want
a
to drink with
big-
me when I'm
that's a
fucking
big-
assed out
Yeah.
listening to a podcast?
The
passed out?
drinking buddy is a huge thing in a cross country.
Honestly,
flight.
I'm a hair away from relapsing. So just
But
coach
but
me.
You know what?
also,
Me too,
I
actually.
do think you know what's such
Patreon.
I've been thinking about this ever since. It's such a funny thing to do to wake somebody up, and when you wake them up, they go, "Wow, what?" And you go, "How you sleeping?"
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
just ask someone how they're currently
wild.
sleeping,
I
and
still
you wake
think-
them up from that, they're like, I was, you
I think-
fucking asshole."
One of the best Feeneyisms.
punch you in the
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna wake somebody. I'm writing it down to wake somebody up and ask how
Yeah,
they
you
sleeping.
for sure have like a pranks folder in your notebook, in your phone.
Do you really, you fucking psychopath?
Well, one of my favorite things that Feeney does, I don't know if we've talked about this, but when Bobby will call him, or when he
I
calls
call
Bobby at like 3 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon, knowing damn well Bobby is up and has a child and is like being a person, Feeney will go, "Did I wake you?" And Bobby always falls for it.
He gets
Always
so angry.
falls for it.
I just go, "You sleeping?" And he's like, "Well, I'm a fucking. How can I be sleeping? It's 2 p.m. What are you fucking talking?" I go, "Anyway, what are you doing? What are you up to?"
Yeah, you just put it on mute, laugh, and then go, "What's up, man?" Okay, we got time for a couple more questions. Thanks,
one or two.
Patreon peeps. Alex the Truck, would you rather always see kind of blurry or in black and white and no surgery can help? I mean, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, kind of blurry all day or day.
What?
Wow.
I would rather see in black and white.
Yeah, I
What are
think
you, a
it's fun.
dog? No, are you kidding?
I'd
see
rather
blurry all day, every day.
Is
I
it-
have
is it
glasses.
fun?
I wear them some, but
Have fun.
it's not fun. But it's not like make or break. It's just kind of like, oh, I see that pretty much normal, but not
No.
But what
I
would
bet
you
I-
rather see colors or see the thing?
colors.
Yeah, how can you see a
Color.
black and white sunset?
Yeah, what are you, Pleasantville? You haven't learned anything from that film?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go-
racism exists.
I think a black and white sunset might look cool.
And guess what?
Once.
Once.
You know what my answer has to be? Black and white. Because guess what the check spot is? Black and white. It ain't
Yeah,
blurry,
yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
It ain't blurry, motherfucker.
Yeah, everything looks like a 1970s punk band concert.
That's
My
what it
next
is.
special will be in color, but it will be blurry.
Yeah.
Ballsy.
Yeah,
What
out
a
of
ballsy
focus.
move.
That's a good idea. You
Soft
should name it
focus.
Out of Focus.
Yeah. And then it's me just being like, so I was, what was I talking sorry.
Yeah. You keep. You doing my act?
Oh, that really got me.
This last Patreon question comes from Cerna. Here's a scenario: 90s horror film. Which 90s horror film do you think you could survive and maybe even catch the killer?
Go.
So this is like killer, as in like so.
But
This is
which-
a thriller.
Of any 90s, or he gave us options?
No options. Any 90s.
I'm going to go with Scream.
Yeah.
Because I feel
You
like
think you
those
could- yeah.
those
me.
kids were
Sloppy?
they were sloppy.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I mean, they were being chased by a man with a knife.
No, I mean the killer was sloppy.
Yeah, they were falling
Oh, yeah.
all over the place and shit.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, and this is me watching a movie, right? This is not me in real life. But I wonder if any part of you during a killing spree that is happening in your high school and it feels as though your friends are getting picked off one by one, at some point, wouldn't you just fight back? Like, wouldn't you just see them in your house and be like, let's go then, dude?
Yeah.
Let's I guess
Yeah.
we're squaring off.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
What
like
am I
that-
just going to
Exactly.
run?
You're the
That-
third
that-
or fourth guy. It's building in your head. You're like, oh my God, my friends are dying. Like, if I see this motherfucker.
Mhm.
I feel like I
I'd be
would.
scared.
I've always said this even about like if I was in war or something like that, and I, let's say we were in this building and like the occupying soldiers were trying to take over this thing. Everyone does a thing where they're like, I go from here, then I'll move over to here, then I'll go to this. It's like I would sit on the other side of that door with a shotgun pointed at the door, and anytime it opened until the clip is done, that's what would happen.
But-
I wouldn't be like, let me lay a series of traps. It's like, no, I'm safe. I have my back to the wall. No one's coming in. There's one entrance. I'm standing right here. And whenever, if they want to shoot through the door and they kill me, okay. But I'm doing the
What if
fucking
there's, like,
No
12
Country for
Yeah.
Old Men. Just sit there, fucking come in and watch what happens.
But then,
Yeah.
but hopefully, he doesn't have a blow thing for
I
the
know.
keyhole.
Well, I'm going to be off-centered from the keyhole.
What about a frag grenade or a smoke grenade or something like
Yeah,
that?
then I'm fucked.
The dreaded.
Then I'm fucked.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
But
So
I'm
it's
going
like,
out on my. I'm not going to
Yeah.
be like
Your Scarface.
doing tactical. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had a really, I mean, this kind of ties in, but it's a really brilliant, stupid idea. This is an idea for Brendan. This is a TV
Buy a
show.
shotgun.
No. I want you
it in
to
mouth.
play like a detective. You also could be a murder mystery book writer, a la Jessica Fletcher, and Murder She
kind
Wrote.
of look like Jessica Fletcher.
And you go and you solve mysteries, but you're also fucking rapper. You end the episode by rapping
Whoa.
the scenario, and then it plays and shows as you're rapping
Your
how
Honor,
it played out. And that's
Your Honor,
what,
he is
and that's
guilty,
what,
and here is why.
well, no, but it's always like in a room with like the 8 people who could be it. It's always that, and then it's
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then it ends with. And the last line, and you see the guy. It's like, oh, and that's how it be the greatest show. It's Murder She
The
Rapped.
man that I caught on the west of the Nile
I mean,
happens
that is
to be
Brendan.
a pedophile.
Yeah,
Dude.
Murder He Rapped.
If you put on that
Murder,
hat,
he
put on
rap.
mascara,
Look at this-
that is you.
Murder He Wrote is also still good too. Right?
Yeah.
Murder
Yeah.
He Wrote.
Murdered that.
But Murder He Rapped. We're gonna
It
get
It
on.
would be called Murder Hero.
Yeah.
That's great. It would. It would.
Should we do one from the Instagram?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I've never been more proud of my life. Can I say this? I'm your
There's
showrunner.
so
Brendan.
many
Yes.
good off the.
Hey,
the
In the 8-hour
I want
flight
that
together,
out.
we can write some of the scripts
yeah,
together.
you're
now.
all on the writing team.
Can somebody? Do we have anybody who is a like a high level knitter, like somebody who knits?
Whoa. Oh, knitter.
Yes. Somebody. I already made that joke
Did
in a crowd work clip that I posted recently.
That was mine. Find out at
I would
11.
like this whole ensemble. Like, I'd like for Brendan to have that powder blue sweater,
Be great.
the hat, which also looks a bit woolish, the over shawl.
So much work for
When you
Yeah.
can literally
go
put
to a
my face
Salvation
on
Army.
the
Yeah,
Photoshop
or
my face on
Photoshop
this
Brendan.
thing.
But
I watched
it'd
the
be
po-
cooler if he wore it. you
I
know?
watched the pilot to this like 5 years ago when Eric Bergstrom was sleeping on our couch when I was still with Greg and Anthony. I hate to break it to you, still fucking good. The
Is
pilot
it?
to Murder She
Oh.
Wrote was awesome.
Don't hate any of that.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
dope.
I'll check it out.
I love
One
it.
last
Very
quick
good.
one from the Instagram.
This one comes from Joe Weber.
Oh, Joey Webbs.
Joey Webbs. Here's the scenario. Headline your dream venue, but be asked the same. What's your favorite comic / any advice for a new comic questions in every interview until the end of your career? Or never get that dream venue, but never get asked those questions again.
Ooh.
Now,
I feel like those questions are going to be asked whether we want it to or not.
yeah.
yeah. It's
I don't mind those questions either.
No, I like to wax poetic about
Yeah.
myself.
yeah. And if anything,
Make it
we've
up.
been asked our dream venue as many times, if not more. I feel like as your dream, as your who do you
Yeah.
look up to. But we've said it before on the show. I'm out Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah, that'd
is
be cool.
my
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'd like to do the theater at MSG more even than the stadium.
yeah,
Hulu Theater?
MSG
Yeah.
Stadium to me, it's like obviously I would never turn that down, but that to me doesn't feel like comedy at that point. Like Radio City to me feels as big as you
Yeah.
could get because it's a theater, because it has like a Broadway-esque vibe to it, where it's like that feels like the biggest you can get while still feeling and
It's just such a beautiful theater.
and it's
fucking
so
sick.
gorgeous
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
you're
I've
like
never been in
it,
there.
it
Looks
feels
like a
so
spaceship.
classy. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's really
I graduated Pace University there.
That's awesome.
At
Fell
Radio
asleep.
City?
Yeah. I fell no at I'm sorry, at the Hulu Theater.
Yeah,
But yeah.
like theater at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
That's where I did too.
Oh.
Yeah,
Look at
Oh.
you.
turns out not that
Every-
special.
every-
Plenty of colleges do it. NYU just did it.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? They lied?
They didn't tell you it was exclusive.
But that's the show, everybody. James,
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you.
We love you.
Well,
Thank you,
alright,
James.
James
Check out
Mattern,
James' special.
everybody.
Check out the check spot.
The check spot.
YouTube.
Applause.
Thank you,
White
guys.
privilege homeless.
Yeah.
Everything we got going on. We love you guys.
Patreon.com.
Here's the Scenario is Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon, and Brendan Sagalow. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcasts. For more information about the show, visit here'sthescenario.com.